Hey, it's Narcia Blessed RN, and I'm coming to tell you how you can solve metric conversions using dimensional analysis. I use a fun puzzle piece method that you can use for almost all of your dosage calculations problems, including these metric conversions. So let's go over a couple of metric conversions first. So no matter which method you choose, the key behind your success will be to know your conversions. Some people find this difficult, but when you start to do your problems, you'll see that there are only a handful that you really need to know. They are the kilogram, gram, milligram, and microgram, and they are all separated by factors of 1,000. And you see I've included the King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk method to help you memorize the other conversions. Now, your conversions for household to metric for your fluids include teaspoon, tablespoon, and fluid ounce. I like to remember these by saying you put a teaspoon on top of a table. So that's the smallest one. So 5, 15, 30. The other conversions you would need to know is 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces, 2 cup is 1 pint, 2 pints are 1 quart, and 4 quarts are a gallon. Your conversions for your weights are 1 pound is 16 ounces and 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Your distance or length conversions are 1 foot is 12 inches and then 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. Last but not least is the apothecary measure of a grain. So I like to use the clock to show the method of how you would convert your grains to milligrams. 1 grain is 60 milligrams. You see this represented by the 60 being at the 12 hand on the clock. So if we go a quarter past at the 3, we see that that is 15 milligrams. So 15 minutes past the hour is 15 milligrams. 1/4 grain is 15. So if we go to the 6, that is half past. So 30 milligrams equals 1/2 grain. The 9 is a quarter till, so that's another quarter. So 45 milligrams equals 3/4 grain. And then we go to the next hour, which we've made a complete circle, and that 60 milligrams equals 1 grain. All right, so let's solve some problems. 1.5 grams equals how many milligrams? So the first step that I'm going to take is finding my goal. My goal is the picture on the puzzle box that I am trying to get my equation to look like. I am asked to find milligrams. So what are my puzzle pieces? My puzzle pieces are pieces of information from the problem that I would need to solve. So I have 1.5 grams, and then I know that 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. So we need to start with what we're looking for. If we're looking for milligrams, I'm going to put it first and I'm going to put it on the top. So I'll use my conversion. And then I have grams at the bottom, so I need grams at the top. So I'll use my 1.5 grams. Everything is now gone except for milligrams. I will multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and divide. 0.55 milligrams equals how many micrograms? Again, I'll find the goal, which is micrograms. So my puzzle pieces are 0.55 milligrams and then my conversion. So I know that 1 milligram equals 1,000 micrograms. So I always start with what I'm looking for. It'll be the first puzzle piece and it'll be on the top. So I'll put my 1,000 on the top and it's going to go first. I do all of my problems the same way every single time. So 1,000 micrograms over 1 milligram. Milligram is not part of the goal. It has to get crossed out. So I will put my milligrams from my other puzzle piece, so that 0.55 milligrams, and it will go on the top so that my milligrams will cross out. And because it's just by itself, I'm going to put it over 1. Anything that is by itself, just keep it over 1. All right, everything is gone except for micrograms. So I'll multiply 1,000 times 0.55 and divide that by 1. And that is going to give me my answer, which is 550 micrograms. All right, do you see the trend? Let's do another one. 2 cups equals how many milliliters? So my goal is going to be to find milliliters. So I'll start off with writing that. Now I got to do my puzzle pieces. So I know I have 2 cups that's in the problem. So that's a puzzle piece. It's by itself. It doesn't equal to anything, so it's by itself. And then I know that 1 cup equals to 8 ounces. Okay, but I still need to go to milliliters, but I know there's one more conversion. I know that 1 fluid ounce is 30 milliliters. So that is another puzzle piece. Keep everything that is equal to each other with each other and on a puzzle piece. In real life, you don't separate puzzle pieces. You keep them together. You can just reposition them. So if I'm looking for milliliter, I'm starting with milliliter. So I'll do 30 milliliters over 1 ounce. Now I need to put my ounces at the top to cross them out because that is not part of the goal. So 8 ounces over 1 cup. I'll cross my ounce out, and now I have cup at the bottom. So I'll use my puzzle piece that has the 2 cups on it, and it's by itself. So I'm going to throw it over 1, and I'll cross out my cups, and everything is gone now except for milliliters. So I'm going to multiply 30 times 8 times 2 divided by 1, and that's going to give me my answer. So that's going to be 480 divided by 1, which is 480 milliliters. 360 milliliters equals how many fluid ounces? Okay, so what's the goal? Fluid ounces, right? What are my puzzle pieces? 360 milliliters, and it's by itself. And then I know that 1 fluid ounce equals to 30 milliliters. And we've got all our conversions. So I'm starting with my fluid ounce because that's the goal. I always start with what I'm looking for. If I start with what I'm looking for, I don't have to go and find it. 1 fluid ounce over 30 ml. Now I've got my milliliters at the bottom, so I'll use my puzzle piece with the milliliters in it, put it at the top so that the milliliters cross out. And I'll put it over 1 because it's by itself. And so that'll be 360 divided by 30. And that is going to equal 12 fluid ounces. All right, 16 pounds and 10 ounces equals how many kilograms? So we know that we have pounds and ounces, but there's not a direct conversion from pounds and ounces to kgs. So we have to convert all of this to pounds. So our goal is to convert our ounces to pounds. So we have 10 ounces as a puzzle piece, and our conversion is 1 pound equals 16 ounces. I start with what I'm looking for. So 1 pound over 16 ounces. And then I'll use my puzzle piece with the 10 ounces to cross the ounces that are at the bottom out. And I'll put it over 1 because it's just by itself. Ounces cross out, and then we will divide 10 by 16, and we shall get a decimal, and it's going to be 0.625 pounds. So now we need to combine like terms. So we'll add our 16 pounds to our 0.625 pounds, and this will give us 16.625 pounds total. Now we can convert this to kgs. So our goal is kilograms or kgs, and our puzzle pieces are the 16.625 pounds, and the conversion, which is 1 kg equals 2.2 pounds. So if I'm looking for kilograms, I'll start with it at the top. 1 kg is 2.2 pounds, and then I will put my puzzle piece with the pounds in it at the top. 16.625 pounds over 1, and we'll divide 16.625 by 2.2, and we shall get our kilograms. That's going to equal 7.55 kg, and you round according to your school's policy. Okay, we'll do one last problem. So 5 feet 6 inches equals how many centimeters? So just like the ones with the pounds and ounces, we don't have a direct conversion from feet and inches to centimeters, but we have inches to centimeters. So we need to convert our feet to inches. So our goal is inches. So our puzzle pieces are the 5 feet from the problem, and our conversion is 1 foot equals 12 inches. So if I'm looking for inches, I start with what I'm looking for and I make it first and put it on the top. So 12 inches is 1 foot. I've used that puzzle piece, and now I will put my 5 feet over 1 because it's by itself. And I will cross out my units. So inches is left, and we'll do 12 times 5 equals 60 inches. So we will combine like terms, and we will add our 60 inches to our existing 6 inches. And now our new goal is to go from inches to centimeters. So our puzzle pieces are our 66 inches, and our conversion, 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. I'm looking for centimeters. I start with what I'm looking for. So I'll do 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch. I put my puzzle piece that has the inches next, and I'll put it over 1 because it's by itself. I'll cross my units of measure out, which are the inches, and I'm left with centimeters. So 2.54 multiplied by 66 is going to give us our centimeter amount, which is 167.64 centimeters. Puzzles and cookies, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to join my live sessions for more breakdown. And as always, be blessed.